Hey there, my name is Stefan, and I'm going to show you how to register for Glizer and how to use it. So, first you need to click on the register button on the top right hand corner, and it will give you the 3 steps needed to register for Glizer. So, first you need to go to register.glizer.de on your Minecraft client, and as you can see we're already here, so unless you want to look on the website, you can look there if you want, but the information on how to register should be here. So first you need to do /Glizer register, and then you need to type in your email address, and then you need to type in the password for your account. And then once you do that, it will send you an email. And just a heads up, like it says in step 2, be aware MSN, Hotmail, Live, Outlook is not working. So that means that if you have an MSN, Hotmail, Live, or Outlook email address, it will not work because if we were to accept those email addresses, we would have to pay for a deal that we would not want to pay for later. So if you were to register, then I would recommend using either Gmail, Yahoo, or anything that is not these 4 that you see right here. And once you get the email should look something like this. Okay, so once you register for Glizer, you will want to log in with your Minecraft name, and your password that you used to make your account. And then it'll ask you to verify your email address. So if you looked in the picture, before, then you'll notice an activation code. You need to copy and paste that activation code into here, and then it will activate your account. So now that you're logged in, here are the things that you can do as a user on Glizer. As you can see, you have your profile here, and you can mess with things and you can mess with your nickname, your status, your real name, age, anything else like that. And this is for the administrators, in case they want to look a person up. They can look up their past names, and it will tell you their past names after the new name change update has been released. As you can see, the developer for Glizer has updated Glizer to where it will detect the past names of a user. So as you can see, it's just my first name there. But if I changed my name, then it would be this name and another name, and so on and so forth. And as for this, let me explain the reputation list. Well, actually, no. I'll explain the reputation list in the admin part of this video. So, what the reputation is this will list the warns that you get on the on the server, or on the specified server that has Glizer on it, and it will list your warns, your bans, and hold on, let me make an example of a warn or a ban real quick. Okay, so as you can see, there is a warn on my Glizer profile. This will show you the details of the warn, and I will explain the detail button in a little bit. So the global part shows whether the warn is a global warn or a local warn. If it's a global warn, then it's warn on all the servers that's connected to your server. And if it's a local, then it's just on that server. So as you can see, it's not checked. So it's not global, it's local. And then it shows the person who is, well, it shows you the person who gave you the warn. And then it shows you the reason behind the warn, which is griefing. And then it shows you the server that you were warned on. And then, okay, you see there's two different times here. There's the time, then there's the valid time, or the valid until time. This shows the time that you were warned, and then this shows the time that the warn will wear off. And this is considered a temp warn. And but I will explain the temp warn in a little bit for the admin commands, or not the admin commands, just the commands. And then there is the reputation. It shows you how much you're warned, which is -15. And yeah, these basically just show the details to the warn. And if you go to detail, this will show you this is where you can make a dispute. You can make a note, like you could say I didn't do it, or you could say, like, please give me another chance, or it's just a regular dispute note system. And you can also add a file, like a picture or something like that, but that's optional. And you can also make the dispute private, which is only available for the administrators to see. So so this makes it private for anyone except for the administrators. And then once you put in the information you think you'll need, you put an add. And just to elaborate on the link to file option, you could link like a picture proving that you didn't do this or that you didn't do that, or anything like that. So that's basically what a user can do on Glizer after they register. So so let me get on my main account, and I will show you the commands used to work the Glizer system. Okay, so now I will explain the Glizer commands. So if you do /Glizer help, this will give you the topics of the kind of commands you have at your disposal. There's bans, kicks, warnings, praise, rating, profile, friends, comments, whitelist, online time, and IP bans. So let me do Glizer help bans. So this will give you the list of banning commands. Global ban will ban a person from all of the servers that is linked to your that's linked to your server system. Like, let's say you had like 3 servers that are connected to each other with Glizer. And if you global ban, then they are banned from all of the servers and not just the server that you banned them on. So then there's local ban, which will only ban them on the server that you want to ban them on. Like if you're on one server, and if you just do local ban, player name, then the reason, then it will just ban them on that server that you're on. And if you do temp ban, then what you need to do is type in the command, then the player name, but I will put in my alternate, for example. and then you type in the time, and let's say 7, and then you can type in minutes, hours, or days. Like if you type in minutes, then they're obviously temp banned for just 7 minutes. And then if you type in hours, it's hours, and then if it's days, then you'll be banning them for a week. So let me show you the message that you use to that you get when you temp ban or temp warn someone. But I'm not going to temporarily ban my account. So I will show you the temp warn later. It's very similar to the temp ban message. And then of course there is /unban. But I'm pretty sure you know what that one is, except for this one you need to put in the reason for the unban. And this is really good for the admins, because if anyone who is not an admin unbans someone, then you will know the reason on the Glizer website and on your administrator account, what the reason for that unban was, and then you can decide whether to just keep this person banned, or if it was a good enough reason to unban him, or anything like that. You know what I mean, right? Okay, so let's see. Glizer help. Let's do Glizer kicks. Wait, no, Glizer help kicks. Okay, so obviously it's /kick and then the player name and then the reason behind the kick. Like you could kick someone for spamming or anyone or anything like that. And then let's do Glizer help warnings. So the warning system. There is /warnings. You can type in /warnings and then the player name. So let's type in my alternate, for example, and it will give you it will give you a list of warns that will give you a list of warns that this player has. I need to reload my broadcasts here so it won't spam up the chat. So anyway, this will give you a list of the warns that this player has, which is good to know sometimes. If you don't have time to go on Glizer, or if your computer is messing up to the point where this works and the browser doesn't, then you can just do /warnings player and it will give you the list of warns. So let's see, then there's also /warn. How that works is you type in /warn and then the name, and then you type in the reputation. But in this case, you need to type it in negative. So you could do something like -15 or 10 or 5 or 50 or anything like that. The maximum amount of warn that you can give a player is -100. And although it says 1 to 80 right here, but a player in general, on average, can get around 100 negative warn. And so let me show you the temp warn command, like I promised. You do /temp warn, and then you type in the name, and then you type in the reputation, and then you have to type in the time value, which would be, let's say, 7 days. And like it said in the temp ban, command, you have to type in the time value as minutes, hours, or days. So you type in the number, and then you type in the time unit, and then you type in the reason. So let me show you the message that it gives you when you temp warn or warn someone, or ban someone, or global ban, or local ban. So it'll say that the warn is in queued, and then it will give you this. This will let everyone on this server and other servers connected to this one know how this player was warned, and yeah. And it's very similar for the warn command as well. And it's very similar for the temp ban and global ban and local ban commands. And it's also similar for the unban commands. And let's see. So let's do Glizer praise. Wait, no, Glizer help praise. So here's what praising does. If you want to, let's say, reward someone for doing a good job, or you know, if they've done something that's out of the ordinary for your server, then you can praise them for doing something very good. And this will affect, well, it's not going to affect the user himself, but you know, it will show the server just how good he's probably done. And whenever you log in, it will either say this player has -15 warn, or in my case, -30 warn for no Genesis. And I'm on my main account, so every time I log in, it says that I'm either globally or locally praised. 5 praise. But yeah, that's what it'll show you every time you log in. So let me show you what you can do on Glizer as an administrator. So as you can see, I'm on my main account, and I'm not going to show you my profile because there's nothing on my profile that would be of any use here. So let me go to the name of my alternate, and I will show you what to do with a player on Glizer. So so what you can do is if you see anything on the player's list, you can either look at the details to see if this player left a dispute, or you can just go ahead and delete the warn or ban or whatever, and it'll get rid of their warn on the server, and it will also get rid of the ban if they were banned. So if you do /detail, it will give you the option to change the name of the warn, or you can change the reputation. So as you can see, this is the warn and praise list, and you can change the reason for the ban here. Like currently it's insulting, so I could change it to like insulting and hacking. And it will change the note. And if a player leaves a dispute, then you can leave a message for that dispute as well. Like if someone says that they didn't do it and that they'd like to have another chance, you can. Think of this as a messaging system and a approving system. Like you can message the player through this, as long as it's related to the dispute, because it would be very annoying if you used this as some sort of an instant messaging thing, and that's not what this is. So this will just leave a dispute note, and that's what this is for. So you could leave the note, like I said earlier, for the player, and you can leave a picture or file or a link leading to a picture or file, showing the player the proof that he or she did do this, or anything like that. And of course, you can also make the dispute private. And of course, there's the details on the side. And so I'm just going to go ahead and remove the warns from my alternate, because this was for testing reasons anyway. And of course, you have to put in the reason for the. Well, actually, you know what? I'll have someone else remove. I'll remove it later. So let's click on start. Or wait, no, you can click on the server list, and if you want, you can probably go to your server if you want, but my server happens to be on the server list, so I'm going to go to my server, or at least the server system that I help with. So let's take a look at an actual ban. Let's try a ban. Well, let's try this ban. This is on another server that is linked to the server that I am the admin for. So let's see. You can remove the warn if you want to. And but obviously this player was banned. As you can see, he was temp warned, I think, as it says, for a couple weeks, and then he was just recently banned for griefing and for griefing on the creative map, and I don't know German, but something about
Okay,
the
so
supporters, I guess.
one thing I forgot to mention is that as a user on Glizer, you're allowed to escalate your ban. If an administrator or Glizer team member or server team member isn't replying, so this will make it more noticeable, I guess I could say. So it would normally appear somewhere around here if you want to escalate a ban. So if you want to escalate a ban, it's similar to this, except it's not this, but it's similar to this. So if you want to escalate the ban, you pull down the menu, pick how much you want to escalate it by, or you can put in a specific number, I guess. But like I said, it's not this. It appears somewhere down here. So that's everything for the Glizer. And oh, one more thing. As an admin, if you want to, oops. If you want to check out the the lists for your server, you can click on the server name under the server list, or you can search for your server, and you can and up here you can look at the reputations, which will show you the recent bans or warns that were made on the server by who and for the reason, and so on and so forth. And you can choose to delete the ban or warn. And yeah, this will just give you a whole list of the recent bans and every single ban that was ever made on the server. As you can see, the server that I'm an administrator for, I mean, there's more than one admin, but I'm one of them, I guess I could say. As you can see, there's more than 90 pages worth of bans and warrants. So yeah, so that's everything for Glizer.